When we talk about legendary pieces of technology, our minds usually jump straight to the code, right? The features, the benchmarks. But the story of PostgreSQL, well, that's a little different. Today, we're going to look past the code and focus on its real engine, the incredible, global, and super passionate community that built this thing from the ground up.
So yeah, let's just get this straight right from the start. The journey of PostgreSQL becoming a global standard for databases wasn't just some technical miracle.
It's a story about a huge, sprawling group of volunteers from all corners of the world, all united by this one big idea, a belief in open source. It's about how they argued, collaborated, and ultimately built something designed to outlast any single person or company.
To really get how this happened, we got to rewind the clock, way back. We're talking early internet days, text-based forums and the sweet sound of a dial-up modem, because that's where the whole soul of the Postgres community was forged.
So how did they organize all this? Well, check this out. Back in the 90s, public mailing lists were everything. They weren't just for announcements, they were the main stage. Every single feature, every bug fix was debated right there in the open for everyone to see. And by the 2000s, this wasn't just a quirky system. It had grown into something really powerful, a true democracy in code.
And the core idea behind this mailing list governance was radical transparency. No secret meetings, no closed-door decisions. It didn't matter if you were a lead architect at a big company or a student in your dorm room. Your influence came from the quality of your ideas, not your job title. It was completely open.
And man, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? For these early pioneers, it was never just about shipping code. Every single email, every debate, every line of code submitted, it was an act of building trust with people they'd probably never even met, people living thousands of miles away. Eventually, all that trust built up online had to go somewhere. As the project got bigger, the community felt this pull to connect for real, to move from just text on a screen to, well, an actual global handshake.
And just like that, these online handles suddenly had faces. Conferences started popping up all over the map. You had PGCon in Ottawa, PGDay events in places like São Paulo, Tokyo, New York. All of a sudden the community wasn't just a list of email addresses anymore. It was a real, physical thing.
And you can't overstate how huge this was. This was a game changer. These events took all those bonds that were formed online and just solidified them. It turned colleagues into friends. It turned a scattered group of developers into a real global family, all fired up about the same project.
Okay, so you've got this global family, and this is where one of PostgreSQL's biggest superpowers comes into play. The community wasn't all the same. It was this amazing mosaic of different people and different viewpoints. And that diversity, that became its greatest strength.
Just look at who was building this thing. It wasn't one type of person. You had seasoned pros from major tech companies working right alongside university students and passionate hobbyists who were just coding for fun on the weekends. And this mix was absolutely crucial. It brought in new ideas and made sure the database could handle pretty much anything you threw at it. So why did this eclectic mix work so well? I think this quote from a project historian just nails it. Because no single company owned PostgreSQL, it was neutral territory. That independence meant it was truly open to literally anyone, no matter who you were or where you worked. And that brings us right up to today, because those same ideas from decades ago, they're still the engine that's making PostgreSQL so successful and so relevant right now. This community isn't just history, it's a living legacy. The work is never, ever done, and it's still powered by volunteers. Think about it for a second. The next time you look something up in the documentation or use PostgreSQL in your native language or grab some powerful extension, all of that exists because of the tireless, ongoing work of this incredible community. So, look, if there's one thing to really take away from all this, it's this right here. Open source isn't just a way to make software. At its heart, it's a way for people to collaborate. The code is the result, sure, but the real magic, that's the people. When you step back, you realize PostgreSQL is so much more than a database. It's a worldwide movement. It's this living proof that a group of people, brought together by shared values like openness and collaboration, can build technology that stands the test of time. And really, that leaves us with a pretty big question that goes way beyond software. The story of Postgres shows what's possible when you invite everyone to the table, when every voice can be heard. It makes you wonder, what else could we build together?